Fine. So, good morning, everyone. In the last class, we were discussing about the concept of the oceanic currents. We have covered oceanic waves. We have covered the concept of strait, isthmus. We covered the base, gulf, marginal sea concept, as well as also the concept of oceanic salinity. So, where do you see higher oceanic salinity and where do you see lower oceanic salinity? In Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn, you'll see higher salinity, and you'll see lower salinity where in the equatorial and polar region. Fine. Which lake have the maximum salinity? Lake Van of Turkey. Yes. Okay. It has a maximum salinity. Then Red Sea. Yeah, Dead Sea. Then Great Salt Lake. Yes. Okay. That has higher salinity. Then marginal seas. Fine. Any other thing? Any other thing? Marginal sea concept. Then any other thing? Any other thing which have a higher salinity? We discussed oceanic bottom will have oceanic bottom will have higher salinity. So those part we have covered with regard to the term salinity. Fine. Then we have covered what? We have covered also the concept of the bays and gulf. Is the difference you are finding between a bay and a gulf?
Three-side land with wide opening is bay.
Yeah.
Narrow opening
Gulf. Yes. And what is a strait?
Which connects, it's a water body which connects to.
Yeah, the water bodies which connect the two major water bodies. And what is case of isthmus? What is the case of isthmus? Land connecting two water bodies. Fine. So, any example of isthmus? Panama Isthmus. Yes. Okay. So Panama is connecting which two?
South America.
Yeah, it is connecting North America with South America. That is what you are finding with regard to Panama region. Fine. Any doubt regarding this part? Then we discuss certain important strait also, like what is Strait of Malacca? Where do you find Strait of Malacca? Where do you find Strait of Malacca?
Indonesia and Malaysia.
Yeah, it is separating the Indonesia and Malaysia, and it is connecting the, we discuss Andaman Sea with which sea? Java Sea. It is connecting Andaman Sea with Java Sea. So that is what is Strait of Malacca. We discuss another important strait called Strait of Hormuz. Where do you find Strait of Hormuz? Strait of Hormuz, where you will find Persian Gulf. Okay, we discuss it. Connect Persian Gulf with what? Gulf of Oman. We discuss majority of oil trade happens through this particular route. Then we also discuss something called Bosphorus Strait. Where do you find Bosphorus Strait?
Sea of Marmara connecting.
Sea of Marmara and Black Sea. Black Sea is being connected, and we discuss another one, Dardanelles Strait, which is connecting whom? Which is connecting Sea of Marmara with the Aegean Sea, which is opening into Mediterranean Sea. Fine. Then we discuss Strait of Gibraltar also. Where is the Strait of Gibraltar? Where is the Strait of Gibraltar?
Spain and Morocco.
Yeah, separating the Spain and Morocco and connecting the Mediterranean Sea with Atlantic Oceans. Fine. So those are what? Those are the important strait concept we have discussed. Fine. So we have discussed the strait, important strait of the world. We discussed marginal sea. Marginal sea. Where do you find Chukki Sea? In which oceans you're going to find Chukki Sea? In the Arctic region. Yes, in the Arctic region you're going to find Chukki Sea. Or in which you're going to find the Hudson Bay. Hudson Bay, we have written Hudson Bay. In which it is, you find Hudson Bay in the Atlantic Oceans. In the case of Atlantic Oceans, we discuss Gulf of Guinea. Where you'll find Gulf of Guinea?
Australia.
No, not Australia. Gulf of Guinea you'll find where? Africa. Yes. So here is Gulf of Guinea, that is but present in the Atlantic Oceans. Fine. Then we also discuss another marginal sea, which is what? Which is your Gulf of Mexico. Gulf of Mexico. It is connected with Caribbean Sea by which strait? No. Gulf of Mexico is connected through Caribbean Sea by which strait? We discussed something called Yucatan Strait. Yucatan Strait connect, okay, which two? Yucatan Strait connect which two? Yucatan Strait, Yucatan. Yucatan Strait, we have discussed this important strait. Caribbean Sea. Yeah. So it connects Gulf of Mexico with Caribbean Sea, Yucatan Strait. Fine. So those concept of strait, isthmus, okay. Other things we have covered. Important strait we have discussed. Important marginal sea we have discussed in the last class. Now we are coming to concept of tides. Okay. So last class we discussed the oceanic movement are divided into what? Oceanic movement are divided into three types. What are the three types of movement? Yeah, wave, the current, and tides. So we have done with the two concepts, waves and current, and now we are moving to the tides concept. Okay, so basically you are finding what? You are finding which type of current moves in case of what? Which type of current moves in the case of eastern coast of Africa? Eastern coast of Africa, which type of current you are finding? Which type of current you are finding on the eastern coast of Africa? Benegula is on the west coast, not on east coast. Eastern coast of Africa. In the Agalhas. Okay, so we discuss eastern coast of Africa, which current is blowing? Agalhas current. On the west coast of Africa, which current is blowing? Benegula current and Canary current. Okay, on the west coast, which is blowing? Benegula and Canary current that you are finding on the west coast. Where do you see blowing of what? Blowing of Kuroshio current. Kuroshio current. Yeah, and on near the Japanese coast. Okay, on the east of Japanese coast, you will see Kuroshio and Oashiwa. Those are meeting, and as we discussed, this meeting point is good for what? Fishing. So those part we have covered. Now we'll come to the tides. Okay, so what is tides? What is tides? How do you define this particular term, tides? So again, it is okay, what? It is going to be a movement of water. Okay, tides is what? Movement of water, either high or low. Okay, either high or low. You are seeing the movement of water either in high, that is up direction, or in case of nothing but okay, low, that is in downward direction, that you are finding with regard to tides. Fine. So what is tides? Tides is okay, the movement of water, and this movement of water is caused due to what? This movement of water is caused due to the gravitational effect. Okay, this movement of water is caused due to what? Gravitational effect, that you have to keep in mind. Clear? So we define tides as a periodic rise and fall. Periodic rise and fall in the water level. Periodic rise or fall in the water level due to what? Due to attraction, gravitational attraction of sun and moon. Due to gravitational attraction of sun and moon. This is how we define the tide. Okay? Periodic rise or fall in the water level. Why this periodic rise and fall is happening? Due to gravitational impact of whom? Due to gravitational impact of sun and moon. Fine. Now, you know that the earth is revolving around whom? The earth is revolving around the sun, and the moon is revolving around whom? Moon is revolving around the earth. Fine. Since sun has a gravity, sun is trying to pull the water. Sun is trying to pull the water onto the earth's surface. So this is the earth. There is a water present onto the earth's surface. Sun is trying to pull the water this side. Clear? Sun is trying to pull the water this side. That's why you'll see high rise, high things is there. But earth is trying to pull it back. So that's why you'll what you'll see is lowland also you'll see. Clear? So you'll see high because sun is trying to pull this water, and you'll see low because of when sun is trying to pull, earth is trying to pull it back, that is okay there, because earth also has a gravity, that is okay there. Clear? You know that gravity depends upon what? What is the gravity depends upon? Gm by r square. Okay, gravity depends upon what? Gm by r square, where m indicate what? And m indicate mass, while r indicate what? Distance. R indicate what? Distance. So who is having more distance with the earth? Sun is having more distance or moon is having more distance? Sun is having more distance. So whose gravitational effect will be lesser? Whose gravitational impact? Okay, because moon is much closer to earth than the sun, so whose gravitational impact is going to be lesser? Sun impact is going to be lesser because distance is more, so this is inversely proportional to distance square. Okay, clear? So that's why the gravitational effect of whom? Gravitational effect of okay, the sun is much lesser than gravitational effect of moon. Fine. So gravitational effect of sun is much lesser than gravitational effect of moon. So that's why sometimes we also say that tides are caused due to moon gravitational effect. Clear? True. Tides are caused due to what? Moon gravitational effect, because majority forces is because of moon. Sun's gravitational effect is lesser because sun is a bit far away from what? Bit far away from the earth as compared to the moon. Fine. So tides is caused due to which reason? Tides is caused due to meteorological effect. It is called due to meteorological effect. Meteorological effect of who? Effect of nothing but sun and moon. Meteorological effect of sun and moon. Clear? So what is the reason why waves are being there? What is the reason why oceanic waves are created? What is the reason why oceanic waves are created? Due to friction between what? Wind and water. What is the reason currents are being created? We discussed primary and secondary forces. Primary forces were heating, solar heating. We discussed gravitational effect, Coriolis force, rotation of the earth. Those are nothing but primary effect. What is the secondary effect? The temperature, salinity. Okay, so those are causing the movement of current, that is there. Now the third thing that you are finding is what? The third thing that you are finding is the tide movement, and tide movement happening due to meteorological effect that you have to keep in mind. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular part? So the why there is a periodic rise and why there is a periodic fall? Periodic rise is due to gravitational attraction of whom? Attraction of sun and moon. And why there is a fall? Fall is because earth is trying to pull this water back, because earth also has a gravity effect. That's why you'll see periodic rise and periodic fall in the case of water level. Fine. Now there's a concept which is called as what? There is a concept which is called as a tidal bulge. There's a concept which is called as a tidal bulge. Bulge means what? Tidal bulge means how much water is being pulled up. See, this is what? This is, let's say, earth, and this is what? This is a water level that is present on the surface of earth. This is water level that is present on the surface of earth. Now what is happening is moon is trying to pull this water. When moon is trying to pull this water, what will happen? What will happen? You see the level of water will rise like this. The level of water will rise like this. So this rise is called as what? It's called as a bulge. This is referred as what? This is referred as a tidal bulge. Okay, this is referred as a tidal bulge. So generally you'll see two type of tidal bulge. So let's say this is earth, this is a water level, this is water level on the earth, oceans level on the earth. You'll see a bulge in this direction, you'll see a bulge in this direction. So generally this pulling up of water level will create a tidal bulge. This pulling up of water level will create a tidal bulge. Fine. Why you observe two tidal bulge? Why you observe two tidal bulge? Because what is happening is when moon is trying to what? When moon is trying to attract what is happening? You know that to every action there is what? Opposite reactions also, that is okay there. So earth is okay trying to pull this water back also. Okay, so that's why two tidal bulges are something that are being observed. Okay, two tidal bulges are something that are being observed. Fine. Fine. So on one side moon is trying to pull it, on the other side earth is trying to pull it back. That's why two different tidal bulges are being observed. Fine. Now tides we classified into what? Tides we classified into two types. That is based on position of sun and moon. Based on position of sun and moon. And secondly, the based on frequency. Based on frequency. Fine. So you are going to see the tide classification based on what? Based on nothing but okay, two type. One is based on position of sun and moon, another based on frequency. Based on frequency, we classify tide into three types. We classify the tides into three types. That is diurnal tide, semi-diurnal tide, and mixed tide. This is based on frequency. Based on position of sun and moon, you will observe spring tide and a neap tide. Fine. Based on position of sun and moon, you can what? You can see a spring tide and you can see a neap tide. Fine. So what are the factors that are controlling the tide? What are the factors why we are having these two divisions? So from this you can see the factor that are controlling tides are what? Primarily three factors. One is okay, what? One is gravitational effect of moon. Yeah, gravitational effect of moon. The second is gravitational effect of sun. And the third is uneven distribution of water on earth. Uneven distribution of water on earth. These are the three factors that are affecting what? Affecting the tides. Okay, so gravitational effect of okay, what? Gravitational effect of moon, gravitational effect of okay, sun, and okay, uneven distribution of what? Uneven distribution of water on earth. And since moon and sun are not static, moon and sun, okay, what? Moon and sun are constantly what? Constantly rotating and revolving. As a result, what you see is okay, what? As a result, what you see is the changes in position of sun and moon. Changes in position of sun and moon. This can also impact the tides. So these are the factors that are controlling what? That are controlling the tides. Gravitational effect of moon, gravitational effect of sun, uneven distribution of water on earth, and changes in position of what? Changes in position of sun and moon. These are the factors that are controlling the tides. Fine. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular aspect? So based on position of sun and moon, you are seeing two things. One is called as the spring tide, another is called as nothing but okay, neap tide. Fine. So let's say, you know that we discussed just now that earth is revolving around whom? Earth is revolving around sun, and the moon is revolving around whom? Moon is revolving around earth. Fine. So let's say the moon position is like this, the sun position is like this and earth position is like this. Moon is revolving and moon has come into this particular position. That is okay there. Clear? Now what is happening here is, okay, what the sun's gravitational effect is okay in this direction, while the moon gravitational effect is also in this direction. So what will happen? Yeah, bigger tides are going to be formed. Such bigger tides are referred as what? Such bigger tides are referred as a spring tide. So when sun, moon and earth, when sun, moon and earth all comes in the same line, okay, gravitational effect is going to be what? Gravitational effect is going to be added up. Gravitational effect is added up. As a result, you'll see bigger tides are being seen. Bigger tides are being seen. So this is trying to, okay, what? This is trying to pull the Earth's water towards this side. This is also trying to pull Earth's water towards this side. So as a result, you'll see high rise in case of what? High rise in case of level of water. And such is called as what? Such tides are referred as a spring tide. Such type of tides are referred as a spring tide. Clear? Clear? Generally, when you see a spring tide, these generally occurs twice a month. These generally occurs twice a month. Why it occurs twice a month? Because the moon, sun and earth comes, okay, in line twice a month. One on the new moon day and another on full moon day. So they comes together twice in line with each other, one on new moon day and another on full moon day. That's why it is referred as what? That's why it is referred as a bigger tides. Fine. New moon day means which day? Amavasya day, when moon is not visible. And full moon day is which day? That a Purnima day, where you see full moon is something that is okay, visible. Fine. Fine. Now, so what you see is, okay, moon is what? Why moon is something that is not visible? Why moon is something that is not visible? Why we say new moon day? Yeah, okay. So when, okay, what? When because moon does not have its own light, moon reflects the light which it gets from the sun, and that's why moon is something that is okay, visible. Fine. So when earth comes in between, okay, means earth is in between, here it is, okay, what? Here comes earth. So sunlight will not goes to, okay, the moon. When it will not goes towards nothing but, okay, moon, what will happen? You will see, okay, moon is not going to be visible, which is called as what? Which is called as a new moon day. So you will have new moon day, you have nothing but, okay, full moon day, that is okay there. Apart from that, you also have two other quarters with the moon. One is called as a first quarter and another is called as a third quarter. So you'll also find this quarter, that is first quarter and third quarter. First quarter means moon is, okay, slightly visible, increase in shape. Third quarter means what? Okay, moon is nothing but, okay, what? Moon is almost 3/4 visible. Moon is almost 3/4 visible. So that is called as a third quarter, that is okay there. Clear? So after, okay, what? After new moon day, when moon is not visible, moon will come into which type of shape? Okay, crescent shape, that is first quarter. Then, okay, it will move into what? It will move into full moon day, then 3/4, okay, quarter, that is okay there. Then again what will happen? You'll see nothing but, okay, what? You'll see crescent shape, and again you'll see moon is not visible. Clear? So this is, okay, something there, that is okay, the rotation of, okay, what? Rotation and revolution of moon, that is okay, happening. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So when moon is in this position, that is first and third quarter, when moon is in this position, that is first and third quarter, the gravitational effect are what? In opposite direction. Sun is trying to pull this side while the moon is trying to nothing but, okay, what? Moon is trying to pull the other side. So here what is happening? Abnormally low tides are being observed. Low tides are being observed because of, okay, what? Because of gravitational pull of moon and sun are in opposite direction. Gravitational pull of moon and sun are in opposite direction. So this, which type of, okay, tides are being observed? abnormally low tides are being observed. Fine. Fine. So what is spring tide? When abnormally high tides are something that are being observed, then it is called as a spring tide. Why abnormally high tides are being observed? Why abnormally high tides are being observed? This is because the gravitational pull of whom? Gravitational pull of, okay, the moon and sun are getting added up. They are in the same direction. That's why abnormally high tides are going to be observed. In the neap tide case, what is happening? You are going to see the abnormally low tide. Why abnormally low tide? Because moon's and sun's gravitational pull are going to be in opposite direction. So that's why you're going to observe which type of tide? Abnormally low tide. Fine. So you can see this is okay, the case of nothing but okay, what this is a case of nothing but okay, new moon. Well, this is a case of nothing but okay, full moon. Here moon is something that is okay, not visible. Here the moon is something that is okay, fully visible. So this is a case of what? Amavasya. This is a case of nothing but okay, Purnima. And we discussed after that, okay, you can see the waxing crescent, a small crescent shape. Then what will happen? First quarter you are going to see waxing gibbous, okay, 3/4, then full moon, then waning gibbous, that is 3/4 you're going to see. Then what will happen? Last quarter, that is okay, half, then crescent, and then moon will be again what? Again will be okay, the not visible. So this is okay, what? This is nothing but okay, the movement of the moon that is okay there. Clear? So when sun, moon, and earth comes in a straight line, okay, then what will happen? You'll see which type of day? You'll see nothing but okay, spring tide. And when opposite are there, when these are in opposite to nothing but okay, sun, then what you are going to see is what? What you are going to see is the case of neap tide. That is okay, what? That is abnormally low tides. Clear? So how much time it takes for moon to nothing but okay, rotate or revolve? Yeah, roughly 28 days. So moon have okay, same rotation and revolution time. Moon have same rotation time also, and moon have same revolution time also. So it rotates in 28 days also, it revolves also, okay, almost in 28 days. That is okay there. Clear? So that's why when do you observe spring tide? Every 14 days. Okay, so every 14 days you're gonna observe what? Every 14 days you're gonna observe which type of tide? Spring tide. Because in a okay, what? In a revolution, moon will be what? Moon will be either fully visible or not visible twice. Okay, you are seeing. So every 14 days you are going to observe spring tide, and neap tide also you are going to observe every 14 days. Okay, neap tide also you are going to observe every 14 days. That is okay there. Clear? So how much of difference is there between a spring tide and a neap tide? How much of difference is going to be there between a spring tide and a neap tide? 14 days? No, it is going to be 7 days. Okay, so first high tide, then after that what will happen? Low tide. 7 days after, then again 7 days after, what will happen? High tide. So you'll see like this, high tide will be observed. Then what will happen? Low tide. Then what will happen? High tide. And then after what? Low tide. So we discussed between two high tide, how many days are there? 14 days. Between two low tide, how many days are there? 14 days. So between one high tide and one low tide, what will happen? 7 days of gap. Okay, you're gonna observe. So generally there is okay, what? 7 days of gap between whom? Between nothing but okay, a spring tide and a neap tide. Generally how many days of gap? 7 days of gap between spring tide and a neap tide. Fine. Any doubt regarding this one? So what is okay, spring tide and what is neap tide? when there is an abnormally high tide. Why there is abnormally high tide? Because sun, moon and earth comes in a straight line, okay, leading to what? Leading to nothing but, okay, gravitational pull added up in the same direction. This situation is called as what? This situation is called as a spring tide. When spring tide will occur? Generally in full moon day or new moon day, that is okay there. Clear? What is neap tide? When you are going to see abnormally low tide. Why abnormally low tide? Because moon's and sun's gravitational pull are acting in a opposite direction. Then you will see what? Abnormally low tide. And this abnormally low tide will generally occurs when? During the first quarter or during the third quarter. That is okay there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So how many days of gap is there between spring and neap? Days of gap is going to be there between a spring tide and a neap tide. Fine. Fine. Second classification that you are seeing is based on frequency. So based on position of sun and moon, now we have discussed, okay, that these tides are occurring, and that's why we have written that tides also, okay, what? Tides also changes with the position of sun and moon, okay. That we have written factors, okay, affecting the tides. So change in position of sun and moon can cause what? Either abnormally high tide or can cause other abnormally low tide. So that's why this factor is also affecting the tides. Fine. Based on frequency, we have written diurnal tide, semi-diurnal tide or mixed tide. Fine. So diurnal tide is what? Diurnal tide is when you observe one high and one low in a day. When you observe one high tide and one low tide in a day, then it is going to be called as what? Diurnal tide. When you observe, okay, what? Two high and two low in a day, then it is going to be called as a semi-diurnal. Semi-diurnal. Okay, so diurnal means what? You're going to observe one high tide and one low tide. When you are observing one high tide and one low tide in a day, it is going to be called as what? This type of tide? Diurnal tide. And when you observe two high tide and two low tide in a day, it is going to be called as which type of tide? Semi-diurnal tides. Fine. Any doubt regarding this one? And what is going to be mixed tide? What is going to be mixed tide? Mixed tide means neither, okay, you are observing two high tide or two low tide or one high tide or one low tide. You are observing mix of that. Okay, when you are observing mix of that, it is going to be called as what? Okay, mixed tide. So tides will have a variation in height. Okay, tides will have variation in height like this. So one will be very high, one will be, okay, what? Low. Then, okay, what? You'll see a low height of tide when you are observing like this. When you are observing tides of nothing but, okay, what? Tides of variation in height, then it is going to be called as which type of tides? Mixed tide. Mixed tides are what? Tides having variation in heights are referred as what? Tides having variation in height is referred as a mixed tide. Fine. Fine. So these are, okay, what? These are the three classification of tide based on frequency. So what is, okay, diurnal tide? What diurnal tide means what? One high tide and one low tide when you observe in a day, then it is going to be called as what? Diurnal. Semi-diurnal means what? Two high and two low you are going to observe in a day, occur twice a day, then it is called as what? It is called as a semi-diurnal tide. Fine. The most common tide that you are finding is semi-diurnal. Semi-diurnal is something that is, okay, more common. Okay, normally you see which type of tide? Semi-diurnal tide. But, okay, because as we discussed, water is having uneven distribution. Water is not having, okay, the constant distribution throughout the earth. It is having some areas you will find deeper water, more water. Some area you don't find any water, etc. Since water have a deeper variation, you also see observance of which type of tide? Diurnal tide as well as nothing but, okay, what? The mixed tide that is, okay, there. The highest amount of tide that are being recorded, or very high tides that are being recorded, is recorded in a Bay of Fundy. These are recorded in a Bay of Fundy. Where is Bay of Fundy? Anyone remembers? Last class we discussed this Bay of Fundy. Where do you see Bay of Fundy? Anyone have seen Bay of Fundy? So we discussed that it lies in the Atlantic Ocean. What are the marginal sea in Atlantic Ocean? What are the marginal sea in Atlantic Ocean? Bay of Fundy we have discussed over there. Yes. So where do we find Bay of Fundy? In in the North American region. Yes, okay. So Bay of Fundy you're gonna find in a North American region. You can see this is your what? This is nothing but okay your Bay of Fundy. This region is referred as what? This region is referred as a Bay of Fundy. Clear? This is written as what? Bay of Fundy. Clear? Fine. So what? Why this Bay of Fundy will have okay what? Will have nothing but okay more amount of tide. Generally, you will see this particular thing is in what? This particular thing is in funnel shape. Okay. So anything which is in funnel shape, okay, any water bodies which is in funnel shape is going to see what? Is going to see nothing but okay more amount of tides. Okay, is going to see more amount of tide. So this funnel shape, okay, what? This funnel shape, okay, makes the tide more okay what? More nothing but okay prominent. Clear? So that's why Bay of Fundy is one of the reasons where you see very high tide and very low tide because of funnel shape, okay, a funnel shape allocation of water over there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So what is tide? What is tide? How do you define the term tide? It is periodic rise and fall in the water. And why this tide occurs? Because of gravitational effect of sun and moon. Clear? What are the factors that are controlling the tides? What are the factors that are controlling the tides? Gravitation of sun and moon. Then yes, water distribution on the earth, and yeah, sun and moon positions and etc. That is okay creating what? That is creating or that is affecting the tides. Then we discuss another one which is okay division of tide. Tides can be divided into based on sun's position or moon's position, and based on what? Based on frequency. So if okay based on frequency, if you see one high tide and one low tide in a day, then it is going to be called as what? Diurnal tide. If you're going to see two high tide and two low tide in a day, then it is going to be called as a semi-diurnal. If you see variation in height of the tide, one okay very high, one okay slightly high, one okay very low, one slightly low, that type of tide is referred as which type of tide? Mixed tide. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? And when do you see spring tide? When moon, sun's gravitational pull is in same direction, abnormally high tides are being seen. Generally, every 14 days on full moon day and on new moon day. And when you see neap tide, generally when sun's and moon's gravitational pull are in opposite direction, abnormally low tides are being seen in such particular situation. And that is okay generally occurring in first quarter and a third quarter. Fine. Now, what is importance of tide? What is importance of tide? First thing, tides helps in navigation. Tides is okay. Tides is helping in what? Tides is helping in navigation. How tides helps in navigation? How tides? So when there is a rise in water level, what will happen? When there is a rise in water level, high tide means what? Rise in water level, more water is going to come near to the surface. More water is going to come near to the surface. And when there is a low tide, what will happen? The water will move away from the surface. Water moves away from the surface. For example, let's say this is our coast. This is our coast. We discussed which region is there? Gulf of Kutch region. Gulf of Kutch region. Here you will find a port which is called as Kandla port. Which port? Okay, you find Kandla port. So when there is a high tide occurs, more water enters into what? More water enters near towards nothing but okay this one. This allows the ship and etc. to come near to the coast. Okay, and when low tide occurs, what will happen? The water will recede, so ships and etc. can recede from this particular location through low tide that is okay there. So it helps in what? It helps in navigation. That's why Kandla port is also referred as a tidal port of India. It is also referred as a tidal port of India. Tides are helping in navigation. So whenever the high tides are there, okay, it allows more water to come near to the surface. Ship can come near to the, okay, coast, and when low tide is happening, water is moving away, so you'll see nothing but, okay, ship can also move away. So that's why this port is referred as which type of port? Tidal port of India. That is okay there. Clear? Second thing, tides also helps in what? Tides also helps in desilting. It also helps in nothing but, okay, desilting. What is desilting means? So as we discussed, more, okay, amount of let's say pollution and etc., silt and etc. are there. When more water comes, it takes away these pollutant away from nothing but, okay, coast. Okay, so leading to what? Leading to nothing but, okay, desilting of the coast. Okay, when rivers comes, river deposit the silt sediments, okay, other, okay, pollutant over there. So when more water comes, this water takes away nothing but, okay, desilt sediments away, and as a result, okay, what will happen? Desilting of the coast happens. Clear? If more silt are there, then what will happen?
Block the port.
It will block the port, affects the navigation, because more silts means what? You can't move. Okay, so desilting allows also in what? Desilting also allows in navigation. More water, silt is less, more water is there, so you can easily move. Okay, so it helps also in desilting. Third thing, it also helps in what? It also helps in fishing. It also helps in fishing. Clear? Why? How it helps in fishing? Yeah, when more tides will come, more fish will come near to the what? More fish, more water is coming near to the coast means what? More fish will also come near to the coast. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? So that's why often the fishermen plan their fishing when just high tide had occurred. After just a high tide had occurred, then they go out in the water and try to catch the fish. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? Because at that time they can get more amount of nothing but, okay, fishes and etc. Because more water means more fish will come near to the coast. That is okay there. So this is okay. What? This also helps in nothing but, okay, fishing. Fine. So you know that in a day what will happen? In a day, when the tide will occur, when the tide will not occur, when abnormally high tide will occur, when abnormally low tide will occur, you can predict, because new moon day, full moon day, you can predict, okay, when the high tide, when the low tide is going to occur. So you can plan your nothing but, okay, fishing based on nothing but, okay, that. So it also helps in what? It also helps in nothing but, okay, fishing and etc. That is okay there. Clear? So this is okay, importance of whom? This is importance of tide. Helps in navigation, helps in desilting, helps in fishing. These are the reasons why tides are something that are very important. Fine. So this is all about what? This is all about movement of oceanic water. Oceanic water has three types of movement. What are the three type of movement? What are the three type of movement? Tides, current, and waves. Okay. Why tides are generated? Due to gravitational effect of sun and moon. Why waves are generated? Why waves are generated? Due to friction between wind and water. And why current are being generated? Why current are being generated? Why current are being generated? Due to primary or secondary forces. Okay, so those things you have to keep in mind with regard to tides. So tides involves what? Tides involves all these three things. Fine. Any doubt regarding this one? Next, we are moving to the concept of the oceanic deposit. So deposit that are seen inside the oceans are referred as what? Deposit that are seen inside the oceans are referred as a oceanic deposit. And oceanic deposits are what? Oceanic deposits are divided into two types. They are okay, terragenous deposit, and they are nothing but, okay, pelagic deposit. Fine. Clear? So what is a pelagic deposit? We discussed deposit that originates in the oceans, deposit that originate, that are derived and originating in the oceans. What is the pelagic terragenous deposit, deposit that comes from the land, into the oceans, deposit that comes from the land into the oceans are referred as which type of deposit? Terragenous deposit. So they are derived from where? They are derived from the land, while that is derived from where? That is derived from the oceans and originating in the oceans itself. They don't have any connection with what? Connection with nothing but lands. Clear? Terragenous deposit can be further classified into organic deposit, can be classified into inorganic deposits. Okay, so for example, rivers can bring what? Rivers can bring rock debris, clay, sand, silt. So all these are examples of nothing but inorganic deposit. The rock debris, the clay, the sand, the silt, etc. That is being brought. It is called as an inorganic deposit. What is organic deposit? Okay, yeah, any dead plants, animals, skeletons. Fine, dead plants, animals, skeletons. Okay, which is being brought by which is being brought is called as an organic deposit. Even shell, you can write shell. So those are organic deposit that you are finding. Clear? Then similarly, oceans also have what? Oceans also have nothing but two type of deposit: organic deposit as well as inorganic deposits. Fine. Organic deposits are what? Organic deposits are something that are derived from the ocean itself. Oceans, oceans organisms, when they die off, you create which type of deposit? You create nothing but the organic deposit, and these organic deposits are referred as oozes. These all organic deposits are referred as oozes. Oozes can be further divided into calcareous oozes or siliceous oozes. So if it is rich in calcium, it is called as what? Calcareous oozes, rich in calcium. Then it is going to be called as a calcareous. If it is rich in silica, then it is going to be called as what? Siliceous oozes. Okay, so organic deposit is classified into what? Organic deposits are called as oozes. They can be calcareous oozes, they can be siliceous oozes. If rich in calcium, then calcareous. If rich in silicon, then siliceous oozes. Inorganic deposit can be red clay, mud, and other kind of silt that you generally get due to volcanic eruption. This why you get in the oceans? Due to volcanic eruptions. These are inorganic deposits. Fine. So these are what? These are the two type of deposit that you have to keep in mind. Terragenous deposit and pelagic deposit. Deposit that are derived from the oceans referred as a pelagic. Deposit that are derived from land are called as a terragenous. Could be organic and inorganic. It also could be organic and inorganic. Organic deposits are referred as oozes. So two type of oozes you will find: calcareous and siliceous oozes. Fine. So you'll see So you can see this is what it is written, siliceous oozes. Okay, so the green color that you are seeing is okay written as what, which type of oozes? Siliceous oozes. Then you see on the mid-oceanic ridges what you are written, calcareous oozes is something that is okay being written. Clear? Is it visible or shall I okay make it broader? Okay. So you can see this is okay, calcareous oozes, oozes that are found near the mid-oceanic ridges, written as which type of oozes? Calcareous oozes. One that is okay found at the bottom is called as what? Siliceous oozes. So if rich in silica, then it is going to be which type of oozes? Siliceous oozes. If it is going to be rich in calcium, then which type of okay oozes? Calcareous oozes. So this type of okay deposit that you are finding inside the ocean, and these are which type of deposit? These are nothing but okay organic deposits, pelagic deposits. Fine. So you might get a question like this. Which is correct? Which kind of deposit it is? Two. Yeah. Okay, we discuss oozes are organic deposits. So first can't be correct. Inorganic, it is not correct. Then oozes are what? Oozes are pelagic, okay, deposit. They are found inside the ocean. We discussed pelagic deposit are divided into what? Organic and inorganic. So oozes is which kind of deposit? Pelagic deposit, that is okay there. And what is terrigenous deposit? What is terrigenous deposit? That derive from the land. Okay, so this is okay something that you have to keep in mind. So this type of questions can be formed from oceanic deposit concept. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular part? So this is all about what? This is all about your oceanography part. Okay, so in oceanography what we have covered? We have covered the concept of oceanic salinity. We have covered also concept of what? We have covered concept of mid-oceanic bottom relief, that is major oceanic relief and minor oceanic relief. Then we have covered what? Concept of marginal sea. Marginal sea, what are the important marginal sea? Then we discovered the concept of strait, isthmus, bays, gulf. Those you have to keep in mind. Then oceanic water movement, that is current, waves and tides. And lastly, concept of oceanic deposits. Fine. Any doubt regarding this one? Now, one important thing that you have to keep in mind is a concept of what? Concept of the law of sea treaty. Okay, concept of law of sea treaty. That is something that is okay, important concept related to the oceans. Fine, called as a law of sea treaty. It is also referred as a UNCLOS treaty. UNCLOS treaty or United Nations Convention on Law of Sea Treaty. Clear? United Nations Convention on Law of Sea Treaty, that is okay there. It is referred as which treaty? UNCLOS treaty. Clear? As per this treaty, there are several things that has been created, which is called as what? Territorial water, contiguous zone, exclusive economic zone, and the lastly you have concept of open water. Clear? So as per UNCLOS treaty, you have okay these concept, okay, that is okay there. One is concept of territorial water, another is called as what? Contiguous zone, third is called as exclusive economic zone, and the fourth is called as what? Fourth is called as a open water concept. That is okay there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So these four you have to keep in mind. Clear? What is territorial water means? What is territorial water means? Like, let's say this is India. This is India. So around certain waters around the coast of India, it is going to be called as a territorial water of India. So this region is going to be called as a territorial water of India. This is going to be called as a territorial water. How much is the extension? Generally 12 nautical miles. So generally 12 nautical miles is the extension of, generally 12 nautical miles is the extension of territorial water. Territorial water means India has exclusive right to use this water. Exclusive right to use this water. No other country can use it. India have exclusive right to use this particular water. And secondly, India can take any action in these water. India can take any action in these water. These are territorial water of India. India can prohibit anyone to come and stay in this particular water, or any ships and etc. cannot enter into this water without India permissions. So India have exclusive right around this particular water. That type of water is referred as what? That type of water is referred as a territorial water. The second is another 12 nautical miles from here. Another 12 nautical miles, we call it as what? We call it as a contiguous zone. Another 12 nautical miles, it is referred as what? Okay, the contiguous zone. So beyond territorial water, what you have is a contiguous zone. Now, what is contiguous zone? This water India don't have exclusive right to use. Fine. This water, no exclusive rights are there. But this India can take action in this water for their safety and security. India can take action in these water for safety and security, like let's say piracy related issues or defense related issues, terrorism related issues. India can take any action in such particular water, and that is okay. What we called as what? That is what we called as a contiguous zone. Okay, so surrounding the territorial water is which type of zone? Contiguous zone. That is okay there. Clear? The third is a case of what? Third is a case of exclusive economic zone. The third is a case of which zone? Exclusive economic zone. So what you see is okay. Beyond this, up to 200 nautical miles, till 200 nautical miles, we have the concept of exclusive economic zone. Okay, so up to 200 nautical miles, you have the concept of exclusive economic zone. For this, India can use this for what? India can use this for development. Okay, India can use this for development. Development in terms of what? Development in terms of what? Let's say you can derive minerals. We discussed which type of minerals? Polymetallic nodules. Okay, you can derive minerals. You can use it for nothing but okay, what? Trade, other purposes, any type of development related thing, you can use it. This is okay, called as an exclusive economic zone. But for that, okay, you have to nothing but okay, take permission of whom? Take permission of international authority. For that, you have to take permission for international authority. Once permission is being given, you can use it for your own development purposes. And beyond exclusive economic zone lies your what? Lies your open water or open sea. Beyond exclusive economic zone, what lies your open water or open sea? This is okay, what you have to keep in mind. Clear? So these four terms you keep in mind: territorial water, contiguous zone, exclusive economic zone, and open water. This treaty was signed in 1982 and has entered into force in 1994. Okay, so this treaty was signed in 1982 and has entered into force since when? Since nothing but okay, 1994. It is okay, somewhere around 18 kilo. Okay, one nautical miles, 1.4 kilometers, some roughly around that. Fine. Now, who will give permission? Who will give permission? As we discussed, okay, India, if India wants to use it, exclusive economic zone, then what will happen? Who has to take permission? There's a commission, okay, called as an International Maritime Commission. So you can see this is okay organization. It is a specialized agency of UN created in when? Created in 1948, and this is okay the one which is okay responsible. You can see the purpose of it. It is what? Shipping limit, maritime safety, environmental concern. All these things are being looked after by whom? Being looked after by International Maritime Commissions. Fine. So this is important aspect that you have to keep in mind with regard to what? With regard to your the concept of territorial water, concept of what? Exclusive economic zone. Okay, so if you look at the figure of that, if you look at figure of that, so you can see this is okay what? This is the area that is okay, it is talking about. We discussed 12 nautical miles. It is going to be called as what? Which type of water? Territorial water. Then okay, what will happen? Contiguous zone. Then what will happen? Exclusive economic zone, and beyond this is called as a open sea or high seas. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? So this is something that you have to keep in mind with regard to what? With regard to the classification that is done under UNCLOS treaty. Clear? United Nations Convention on Law of Sea Treaty. So beyond that, as we discussed in territorial sea, what is going to be there? India have exclusive right to use this particular water. No other country will be allowed in this particular water. And another important thing, India can take any defense related action over there. Contiguous zone, what is there? Contiguous zone. Another beyond this we discuss is contiguous zone. What is contiguous zone? We discuss India cannot use this water alone, but can take which type of action? Safety and security related action to minimize terrorism, to minimize what? Defense, to strengthen its defense, to minimize piracy. India can take action in these water. Beyond this, okay, we discuss exclusive economic zone. This is entire is exclusive economic zone. We can okay use it for development of economic development. We can use this particular water. Beyond this is okay high sea, that is okay there. Clear? Now, but there is one problem with this treaty. What is the problem? What is the problem? Why this treaty was brought? Because as we discussed, country used to have dispute regarding what? Regarding how to use the water. Okay, so that's why this treaty was formulated by whom? Formulated by the United Nations. So let's say India enters into what? India enters into nothing but okay the Sri Lankan water, or Sri Lanka enters into Indian water. There was a lot of dispute regarding fishermen, etc. also, that is okay there. So how to solve this particular dispute? That's why this treaty came into nothing but okay picture. But one major problem is how this will be applicable for a country which is very close to each other. Like India and Sri Lanka are what? Very close to each other. We discussed first 12 nautical mile. Let's say this is a 12 nautical mile. Beyond this, okay, another 12 nautical miles is what? Contiguous zone. Okay, so if you take contiguous zone, Sri Lanka will be what? Sri Lanka will be part of India's contiguous zone. So how to demarcate that? How to demarcate if the countries are very close to each other in the maritime region? So in that case, bilateral understanding are being done. Which type of understanding are done? Bilateral understanding are being done. So External Affairs Ministry of India and External Affairs Ministry of okay what? Ministry of nothing but okay the Sri Lanka will determine the boundary, territorial water boundary, that this is going to be my territorial water, this is going to be your territorial water. That boundary is going to be decided by whom? Bilateral understanding, that is okay there. Clear? Otherwise UNCLOS treaty is going to be valid. That is okay what you have to keep in mind. Clear? So wherever the countries are very close to each other, this understanding may not be valid. UNCLOS treaty may not be valid. So as a result, bilateral understanding are being done. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular part? So this important aspect you have to keep in mind with regard to UNCLOS treaty, United Nations Convention on Law of Sea Treaty. Fine. So this is all about what? This is all about your concept of okay the territorial water and etc. If you look your polity, Article 297 in your polity deals with these concept only. Okay, so when you read the polity part, so you can see this is Article 297 of the Constitution. It deals with, you can see what it is written. Article 297 of Indian Constitution deals with vesting of things of value within which water? Territorial water, continental shelf, and which type of zone? Exclusive economic zone. Okay, so these terms are mentioned where? These terms are also mentioned under Article 297 of your constitution also. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular part? So remember these terms. Okay, remember these terms: exclusive economic zone concept, territorial water concept, contiguous zone concept, as well as, okay, what? As well as your open sea or high sea concept. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So this finishes your what? This finishes your concept of oceanography. Fine. Any doubt regarding this one? Now we are moving first towards Indian geography part. Then we'll come to human geography. Cumulatively, we take up human geography for India and world together. First, we'll cover up, okay, certain Indian geography part, and then cumulatively we'll take up the human geography portion of both India as well as world together, like how population distribution has happened or how tertiary and economic activities are being done. So that we'll take up together. Fine. So to study Indian geography, first you have to study the geological scale or geological time scale. The first concept that you have is a geological time scale. You have the concept of geological time scale. What is geological time scale? So there are four things you have to keep in mind. One is called as a eon, era, epoch, period. Fine. These are nothing but, okay, what? These are the four terms you have to keep in mind. Clear? Eon, era, epoch, as well as period. These are the four major terms that you are finding with regard to what? With regard to, okay, the geological time scale. Like we discussed, hour, minute, you have, okay, normal time scale is what? Hour, minute, and, okay, year, month. You classify that. We discussed, okay, geologists classify the time scale into what? Time scale into eon, era, epoch, as well as period. Okay, what is eon? Eon, it is the largest interval of geological time. Largest interval of geological time. Fine. So the biggest, the largest interval of geological time is going to be called as what? Is going to be called as a eon. Clear? Now what is a era? Clear? Now eon are divided into what? Eon are divided into various eras. Various era when significant event has happened on the earth. Fine. So eon are divided into what? Eon are divided into the various part, that is various era, and these era are divided based on certain significant event that has happened. Certain significant event that has happened. Fine. Fine. Clear? Now era is something that is, okay, divided into what? Era is something that is, okay, divided into periods. So it is a sub part of era. Sub part of era based on the recent activity. Based on recent activity. What are the important recent activity that has been taken place? Based on that, we are dividing era into what? Era into periods. Okay. And the last, okay, that you have is what? Last you have is a concept of epoch. Clear? Now what is epoch? Periods are divided into what? Periods are divided into epochs, and epochs are basically denoting the evolutionary ups and downs. Evolutionary ups and downs. So it is indicating what? It is indicating evolutionary ups and downs. Fine. Fine. So this is important part that you have to keep in mind with regard to term geological time scale. What is a geological time scale? We discussed geologists comes out with what? Geologists comes out with their own time scale. Why they want to come out with their own time scale? so that, okay, what will happen, they can study the entire earth. Okay, as we discussed, billions of years earth has been formed. Remember the age of universe, we discussed how much is the age of universe, 15, okay, around 14.8 billion years ago universe was formed. What is the origin of our solar system? We discussed around 4.6 billion years ago sun was formed. Earth was formed around 4.3 billion years ago. So you see, okay, billions of years are there. You can't study this, okay, in years, hours, okay, days. Okay, you can't study that, okay, these particular event, okay, these particular entire thing. So that's why geologists use their own time scale, and these are called as what? These are called as a geological time scale. Broadly, the geological time scale, the broadest division is what? Broadest division is eon is divided into what? Era, based on significant event or significant activity that is taking place on the earth's surface. Then based on, okay, what? Based on most recent activity that is, okay, taking place. Eons, era is divided into what? Era is divided into period, and period are further divided into what? Period are further divided into epoch, based on evolutionary up and down. What is evolutionary up and down? What is evolutionary up and down means? We have written evolutionary up and down. What is evolutionary up and down means?
Nature, nature shifting in evolution.
Yeah, how the mammals has evolved, how the fossils has evolved, or how the, okay, the humans has evolved, animals has evolved, plants has evolved. That is evolutionary ups and down. Clear? So this is something that you have to keep in mind with regard to geological time scale. That is, okay, there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular part? So eon, era, period, and year. First means just no. Like year is, okay, what? Year is the broadest one. No, year is divided into what? Months. Months are divided into what? Week. Week are divided into what? Days. So the biggest one is called as what? Eons. Eons is divided into what? Era. Era is divided into what? Period. Period is divided into epoch. Fine. Fine. So what you do is, okay, what? You make 6 column. One is eon, second is era, the third is, okay, period, the fourth is called as a epoch, the fifth is called as a earth, okay, earth's evolution you make it, and life evolution you make it. Earth evolution and life evolution. Fine. So these 6 division you just make it eon, era, okay, the period, epoch, earth's evolution, as well as nothing but, okay, life evolution. These 6 column you just make it. Fine. The first is eon. Okay, so eon, two type of eons, okay, you have. One is called as a Precambrian eon and another is called as a Phanerozoic eon. Okay, so there are two type of eons. That is called as a Precambrian eon. So two division. One is called as a Precambrian eon, another is called as nothing but, okay, Phanerozoic eon. Okay, another you make it as a Phanerozoic eon. Fine. Fine. Then Precambrian eon, the Precambrian eon is further divided into 3 periods, and this also is divided into 3 periods. This also is divided into 3 periods. Fine. So, okay, you make this this a bit larger, made this a bit smaller, and made upper one a bit larger. Okay. These are referred, the three are referred as a Hadean era, Archean era, and Proterozoic era. Okay, Hadean era, Archean era, and Proterozoic era. Fine. Fine. It is divided into, Phanerozoic is divided into Paleozoic era, Mesozoic era, and Cenozoic era. Fine. So it is divided into Paleozoic era, Mesozoic era, as well as Cenozoic era. Fine. Fine. Then Paleozoic is further divided into 6. So Paleozoic era is divided into what? 6 period, that is Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous, and Permian period. Mesozoic is divided into 3 parts: Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous period. Cenozoic era is divided into tertiary and quaternary period. Fine. Now, the tertiary is divided into various epochs, that is Paleocene, Eocene, Oligocene, Miocene, and Pliocene. Fine. And the quaternary is divided into Pleistocene, and Holocene. Fine. So this is the division that you have to keep in mind. Fine. So two eons you have, Precambrian eon and Phanerozoic eon. Precambrian is divided into three era: Hadean, Archean, and Proterozoic. Phanerozoic Phanerozoic eon is divided into Paleozoic, Mesozoic, and Cenozoic era. Then you have periods: Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous, and Permian period. Here it is Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous period. Then you have tertiary and quaternary period. Tertiary is further divided into Paleocene, Eocene, Oligo, Myo, and Plio epoch, and Pleistocene and Holocene. So currently we are living in which? Currently we are living in which era? Which eon? Phanerozoic eon. Which era we are living in? Cenozoic era. Which period we are living in? Quaternary period. Which epoch we are living in? Holocene epoch. Clear? Which epoch we are living in? Holocene epoch. So current time, as per geological, current time is what? As per geological time scale, current time is Phanerozoic eon. Which era? Cenozoic era. Which period? Quaternary period. Which epoch? Holocene epoch. Clear? So this is current time period as per geology. Fine. Now, what has happened in case of Hadean period? Okay, so Hadean period is basically your 4.6 billion years ago, when we discussed the our solar system has formed. So from 4.6 to 4 billion years ago, this period is called as a Hadean period. Okay, so 4.6 to 4 billion years ago is referred as which type of period is referred as a Hadean period. Fine. Clear? Now, if you remember, when we were discussing about geomorphology, we discussed how the earth was formed. If you remember the geomorphology, we discussed how the earth was formed. Yeah, iron catastrophe, then outgassing is the third stage, in between differentiation. Yeah, okay, so we discussed three things. We discussed one was one was the iron catastrophe stage. The second was what? The second stage was, we discussed planetary differentiation, and the third stage was what? The third stage was outgassing stage. Remember? So we discussed iron catastrophe means what? Initially when earth was formed, it was in which state? It was in molten state. Okay, it was a lot of volcanic eruption was there. It was in which state? It was in molten state. Okay, that is okay there. What will happen? This molten state is moving and revolving. This molten state is moving and revolving. So we discuss heavier material starts to coming where? At the center, while lighter material starts to move away. That is okay there. This has led to what? This has led to differentiation, which we call as a planetary differentiation. That's why we discuss earth core is made up of what? Nickel and iron, which is heavier metal, while the crust is made up of what? Silicon plus aluminum, which is a lighter metal. So this planetary differentiation has happened. And the third stage is what? Cooling and solidification is happening. When cooling and solidification is happening, what will happen? Lot of gases which are present in the earth is being released, creating what? Creating nothing but the today's atmosphere that we have. So this is how we see the evolution of nothing but earth, which we have studied in the case of geomorphology part. Okay, so in Hadean period, you see the 4.6 to 4 billion years ago, what had happened in this particular period? So in this period, you see formation of earth has happened. Okay, what had happened in this period? Formation of earth is happening in which period? Formation of earth is happening in Hadean period. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? So formation of earth, you can see ocean water. Formation of earth, you'll see ocean waters are also forming onto the earth, as well as the basic atmosphere. You'll see this formation is happening in which case? In the case of nothing but Hadean period. So formation of earth, formation of what? Formation of nothing but oceanic water and atmosphere. This is something that is happening in which period? This is happening in the case of Hadean period. Fine. Clear? What happens in case of Archean period? In case of Archean period, you see the formation of craton happens. Formation of cratons. You'll have anoxic atmosphere. You have which type of atmosphere? Anoxic atmosphere. Formation of craton happens, and which type of atmosphere you're going to see? Anoxic atmosphere. Fine. Fine. You can also add early tectonic activity started. You can add early tectonic activity started. Craton, C-R-A-T-O-N, craton. Early tectonic activity is something that is okay, starting in this period. Fine. Now what is happening? In this period, Proterozoic, you'll see outgassing happening. Outgassing, oxygenation of atmosphere. Oxygenation of atmosphere. So what will happen? Outgassing is happening, oxygenation of atmosphere is happening, and another thing that is okay happening is a formation of supercontinent. Formation of supercontinent. Remember continental drift theory? Because initially Earth was what? A single landmass. Okay, so formation of supercontinent is happening in which phase? Single landmass is happening in which phase? In the case of nothing but okay, Proterozoic. It is happening in the case of Proterozoic. So Archean period is from 4 billion to around 2.5 billion. This is a period of nothing but okay, Archean. And okay, what had happened is okay, from 2.5 billion to around 541 million years, you will see nothing but okay, what? You will see nothing but okay, Proterozoic phase. Fine. Clear? So as we discussed initially, Earth was in which phase? Earth was in iron catastrophe phase. When Earth was in iron catastrophe phase, you'll see formation of Earth has happened in this phase. Water is formed, and a basic okay, what basic gases are surrounding this, which is called as an atmosphere. That is okay there. But this atmosphere do not contain what? This atmosphere do not contain oxygen. So that's why in the second stage, what you are seeing is formation of craton. Craton means what? As we discussed, when iron cools and solidifies, when magma cools and solidifies, what will happen? A solid crust is going to be formed. So formation of craton is taking place, and anoxic atmosphere. Anoxic means what? No oxygen. Anoxic means what? No oxygen. Anoxic atmosphere is something that is okay there. Early tectonic activity is something that is okay taking place. Okay, so early okay, what? Early movement of nothing but okay, what? Movement of plates are taking place. Tectonic activity are something that are taking place, and this early tectonic is leading to formation of which type of continent? Supercontinent. Okay, formation of supercontinent okay is happening due to which type of activity? Early tectonic activity. So with early tectonic activity, what had happened? Formation of supercontinent had happened, and with further cooling, outgassing has happened. We discussed the third phase is which phase? Outgassing phase. With outgassing, what is happening? Oxygen is released into what? Oxygen is released into the atmosphere. So oxygenation of atmosphere has happened in this particular phase. Fine. So these are okay, the things that is okay happening in Precambrian period, how Earth is something that is okay evolving. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular part? Now, so what will happen at this phase? What will happen to life at this phase? There will be no life. There will be no life because it's still solid. Earth crust is not being formed. Atmosphere is not there. Okay, so there is no life that is okay seen in case of which type of phase? Hadean phase that is okay there. Clear? What about okay the evolution at this part that is Archean part? You will see emergence of whom? Emergence of prokaryotes. Emergence of prokaryotes, and cyanobacteria. And cyanobacteria. So you are finding emergence of prokaryotes and cyanobacteria. Clear? And finally, you will see emergence of whom? You will see emergence of eukaryotes. emergence of eukaryotes in this phase. So emergence of prokaryotes and cyanobacteria, which is happening in which phase? Archean phase. And emergence of what? Emergence of nothing but okay, eukaryotes. You are seeing in which phase? Emergence of eukaryote you are seeing in case of okay what? Proterozoic phase. Clear? What is prokaryotes and what is eukaryotes? Single nucleus. Yeah. Fine. Anyone has biology in 12th? No one has biology. You have biology. Okay, fine. Then you should answer. Fine. See, prokaryotes and eukaryotes are what? Like when you study the biology cells part, what is happening is okay, in a cell what is happening? You have nucleus, you have various, this is called as a cytoplasm. Okay, within cytoplasm you will find lot of things. Okay, you'll find lot of things like Golgi bodies, like mitochondria, like you'll find okay vacuoles. Okay, many things you are going to find within nothing but okay this one. Clear? And within the cells you have within the nucleus you have chromosomes, you have nothing but okay DNA that is okay present inside what? Inside the nucleus part that is okay there. So there is a cell. Okay, all living organism consist of what? Cell. Cell is consisting of what? Cell is consisting of a nucleus, and cell is consisting of nucleus, and surrounding this nucleus is okay what? Another okay what? Another nothing but okay set of okay what? Set of nothing but okay important organs are there, cellular organs are there, which is mitochondria, vacuoles, and etc. That is okay there. Clear? So when the prokaryotes has emerged, prokaryote do not have what? Prokaryote do not have a nucleus. Their nucleus is not differentiated. Okay, their nucleus is not differentiated. All the cell organelles are present like this only. There is no separate nucleus in case of what? Separate nucleus in the case of okay the prokaryotes. Clear? So nucleus and cell organelles are not differentiated in what? Prokaryotes. Okay, in eukaryotes what is happening? Nucleus and cells organelles are differentiated. Okay, nucleus and cells organelles are differentiated. That is what okay you have to keep in mind, differences between what? Prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So prokaryote, that's why they are referred as a primitive type. Primitive type means what? Nucleus is not differentiated, cell organelles are not differentiated. In eukaryotes what is happening? They are properly differentiated. Nucleus will lie at the center, and other cellular organs okay lies okay what? Lies outside of nothing but okay nucleus that is okay there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular part? So for now, for basic understanding, just remember this difference between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So so what you find is okay like many bacteria are example of what? Many bacteria are example of prokaryotes okay that are there. Clear? They are present in a primitive state okay that is okay there, do not have a differentiated nucleus. Fine. In fact okay when you study the biology part, you'll also find that okay the like what is the scientific name of okay the humans? Scientific name of humans? What is the scientific Homo sapiens. Yes, okay, Homo sapiens. Why we are called as a Homo sapiens? What Homo represent? Why sapiens represent? So you'll see that in biology you'll study about okay different classification. Okay, that the highest level of classification, like here we are talking about Aeon, their highest level of classification is kingdom. Kingdom is divided into what? Kingdom is divided into nothing but okay the class is divided into order is divided into nothing but okay the species is divided into genus. So Homo sapiens represent what? Genus and species. Okay, these are representing two things. Okay, one is genus and another is nothing but okay species. Okay, that is okay there. That's why any scientific name is given on these two bases. Okay, either genus, okay, which genus you are, which is genetic character you are having, and which is a species you are belonging to, that gives you nothing but okay what? That gives you nothing but okay a scientific name. Clear? So broadly all the living organism, as we discussed, biggest classification is what? Kingdom. All the living okay organisms are divided into 5 kingdoms. They are divided into 5 kingdoms okay, which are called as a Monera, Protista, fungi, plant and animal. Okay, so these are the 5 major classification that you are finding with regard to all organisms. So all organisms are classified into these 5: Monera, Protista, okay, the okay, fungi, then you have plant, then you have nothing but okay, animal classification. Clear? So this all your prokaryotes comes under which type? Monera type. Okay, they comes under which type of organism? Monera type. Okay, so this is a basic science. Okay, just you keep in mind. For now, for geography, because this is a basic science, you will study in science also. For geography, just remember, okay, emergence of prokaryote has happened in which? Emergence of prokaryote has happened in Archean period. Emergence of eukaryote is happening in which period? It is happening in case of nothing but okay, the Proterozoic period, that is okay there. Prokaryote means what? Prokaryote means what? The nucleus is not differentiated, cellular organelles are not differentiated. In eukaryotes, you will see nothing but okay, what? You will see nothing but okay, differentiation will happen. You will see cells, okay, nucleus is properly differentiated in case of eukaryotes. Fine. And in this period also you will see emergence of whom? Also you see emergence of multicellular organisms. So for the first time, multicellular organisms are appearing when? For the first time, multicellular organisms are appearing in which period? In the Precambrian period. Okay, so other thing what is emerging in this period is multicellular. You know, life starts from which cell? Single cell. Then single cell, okay, breaks down, multiply and comes, okay, what? Becomes your multicellular organism, that is okay there. Clear? So what you have to keep in mind is, okay, the emergence of which type of cells are happening? Eukaryote cells are happening, and emergence of which type of okay, organisms are something that are happening? Multicellular organisms are happening. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular part? So where the life is something that is okay, evolving? Under the oceans. Yes. Okay, so that is what, okay, you have to keep in mind. Still activity on the land is not happening. If a life is evolving where? In the oceans. Okay, why? Because in Archean phase, which type of atmosphere is there? Anoxic atmosphere means what? No oxygen is present. If no oxygen is present, what? Whether life will exist? No. So life is not existing on where? Life is not existing on land. Where the life has evolved? In the oceans. Okay, so where you see development of prokaryotes or eukaryote? In the oceans. Okay, you are seeing development of what? Prokaryotes as well as eukaryote, that is okay there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? Why under the ocean? How they are surviving under the ocean? They also needs what? They also needs nothing but okay, oxygen to survive. So how they are getting the oxygen?
So from because out of to clean the ocean, there is important interaction.
How fishes respires? Gills. So what gills does? They absorb oxygen from where? Water. Okay, so H2O is there, you separate oxygen and water, no? So what you see is okay, why life is okay evolving under the water? Because you have oxygen present where? In the water, that is okay there. Clear? So that's why you see emergence of life inside nothing but okay, water. Clear? So remember that in this phase, till this point of time, no life is existing on the land. Life only existing where? Under nothing but okay, water. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So this you have to keep in mind. Formation of earth has happened this phase. Then what will happen? As earth is cooling down, cratons are being formed. Which type of atmosphere currently we are having? Anoxic atmosphere we are having, and early tectonic activities is starting, leading to formation of which type of continent? Supercontinent. And you will see with the outgassing what will happen? Oxygen is something that is okay coming into the atmosphere. Once oxygen will be there, then only what you'll see? The life will evolve on the land. So till this time, life is evolving where? Under the water. You'll see prokaryotes are something that are coming. Prokaryotes, no differentiation of nucleus. Then what is happening? Eukaryotes are coming, differentiated nucleus are coming, and which type of organism for the first time appearing? Multicellular organism. So initial organism where? Single cell organism. Then you see development of which type of organism? Multicellular organisms. Fine. Have a break and then we'll further continue. Fine. So you are seeing this is how the evolution has happened in the case of what? In the case of nothing but okay, Precambrian period. Now after Precambrian period, you are seeing evolution of what? You are seeing evolution of different okay, the era, that is Paleozoic, Mesozoic, and Cenozoic era. This is which eon? This is called as a Phanerozoic eon. This is referred as which eon? This is referred as a Phanerozoic eon. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular part? So what happens in okay, what happens in this one, that is Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous period. Now you'll see the life is moving from where to where? Yeah, life will move now from ocean to land, because now conducive atmosphere is being created on whom? Conducive atmosphere is being created on the land. Okay, so conducive atmosphere is being created on the land. So that's why you'll see life will start moving from nothing but okay, where to where? From nothing but okay, ocean to the land part. Fine, it's online. So it is okay, moving from ocean to nothing but okay, land part. Fine. So here you'll see what? Fine. So in Cambrian part, what you are seeing is okay, in this particular period, in Cambrian part, what is happening is the crust. Okay, you'll see the crust, okay, earth crust becoming much more nothing but okay, what? Much more rigid in this period. Crust is nothing but okay, becoming rigid in this period. And you'll see Indian part is called, Indian is attached with which part? Gondwana. So you'll see Gondwana, and you'll see formation of shallow seas. You'll see formation of shallow sea, margin seas, okay, mini sea, okay, coming in this period. So shallow sea formation and other formation you are going to see in this particular period. Fine. This Cambrian is okay from when to when? From 541 million years ago to around 485 million years ago. Okay, this period is okay, referred as a Cambrian period. Okay, so from 541 to 485 million years ago, you'll find which period? You'll find Cambrian period. Fine. Now in this period, what you'll see is okay, what you'll see is okay, coming of invertebrates. So which type of life is evolving now? Coming of invertebrates. Invertebrates, explosion of invertebrates is something that is okay, happening. Invertebrates are something that are being formed. Fine. Clear? What is invertebrates? No bones.
No backbone.
Backbone, yes. Okay, when you don't have a spinal cord, then it is called as what? Invertebrates. If you have a spinal cord, then it is going to be called as what? The vertebrates. Fine. So you'll see evolution of invertebrate organism without what? Organism without spinal cord. Invertebrates organism are something that are evolving. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So this is happening, crust becoming more solid, Gondwana land, okay, being formed, a shallow sea, okay, what? Shallow sea is okay, emerging in this particular period. Clear? Now in the Ordovician period, you will see sea are rising, sea level are something that are rising sea. Rising sea, this is happening in case of Ordovician. Rising sea, which is happening in the case of nothing but okay, Ordovician period. Fine. So in this period, what is happening? You'll see increase in marine diversity. Okay, you'll see increase in marine diversity. You'll see in okay, coming of what? Coming of nothing but okay, more okay organism, more oceanic organism. Marine diversity is something that is okay, increasing. So in the Ordovician period, what you see is okay, marine diversity increasing, and with marine diversity increasing, you'll see fishes appearing. Fishes appearing. Okay, you'll see more amount of fishes okay, that are there. Clear? First fishes appearance in the case of Ordovician period. Okay, fishes are something that are appearing. Fine. Fine. Now this period also marks the end of okay, what? This period also marks at the end of this period, you will also see something called mass extinction. So I'll just write over here. Mass extinction you are also seeing in Ordovician period. Mass extinction means organisms are dying off, okay, they are becoming extinct, okay, they are becoming extinct. Mass extinction, species itself are getting extinct. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So this thing you are finding in which period? At the end of Ordovician period. So at the end, what you are seeing, marine diversity is increasing. You are seeing what? You are seeing first fishes appearance. You will also see, okay, more amount of what? More amount of nothing but, okay, organism dying. Mass extinction is something that is, okay, happening. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular period? So all these phenomena is happening in which period? In the Ordovician period. Fine. So when to when is Ordovician? From 485 till 443. This period is referred as what? Ordovician period. From 485 to 443 million years ago, this period is referred as nothing but, okay, Ordovician period. Fine. Then Silurian, okay, from 443 to what? From 443 to 419, this is going to be nothing but, okay, Silurian period. From 443 to 419, this is, okay, Silurian period. What has happened in this period? Stabilization of land has happened, okay, stabilization of land has happened, and as a result you see vascular plants, okay, vascular plants emerging, okay, during this particular period. Fine. Any doubt? So what you are seeing in Silurian period, land is stabilizing, stabilization of land. Land is something that is, okay, stabilizing in this period. Fine. Yeah, land has, okay, what? Land has more stabilized, okay, there's no variations, okay. So what you see is, okay, more stabilization of lands and etc. is happening, and as a result what you see is, okay, what? As a result, okay, you see vascular plant emerging. Vascular plant emerging. Vascular plant emerging. Yeah, okay, tissues, okay. Vascular plant emerging, and you'll see fishes, okay, jaw fish are something that are coming. Fishes with jaw are something that are coming. Jaw fish, okay, evolution you are seeing in this particular period, okay. So you'll see what is emerging. Vascular plant is emerging. For the first time you see, okay, the life is, okay, emerging where? Life is, okay, emerging in the oceans. Now here you are, what you are seeing is, okay, what? Here what you are seeing is, okay, the emergence of vascular plant. With the stabilization of land, okay, you are seeing emergence of which type of plant? Vascular plant, okay, that is, okay, there. Clear? Clear? Now what you see is, okay, what you see is there are certain plants, okay. How do plants absorb the water from, okay, what? Water from the underground, and, okay, use it to prepare the photosynthesis? Through roots, okay. So from roots to leaves, how it is going? Water that is being absorbed from the root, how it is going to, okay, what? How it is going till the leaf, because the leaves is where photosynthesis is happening. Okay. So how the water moving from nothing but, okay, what? Moving from nothing but, okay, the roots till leaves. Okay, so this is happening due to special tissues present in plants, okay, and these are called as vascular tissues, okay. These are referred as what? Vascular tissues. So that's why they are referred as what? They are referred as a vascular plant, okay. Basically in biology you study about term called these two, xylem and phloem, okay. So you'll be studying about these two terms, xylem and phloem, okay. So xylem helps in what? Okay, from the, okay, roots, nutrient move in what? Nutrient move towards, okay, towards nothing but, okay, leaves, and whatever the food that our leaves are preparing, that food will go to what? Different part of the plants. So who is taking those food to different part of the plants? Phloem is taking that, okay, food to different part of plant, okay. So when plants have such specialized, when plant have such specialized tissues, it is going to be called as what? It is going to be called as a vascular plant. When plant has such specialized tissues, it is going to be called as what? It is going to be called as a vascular plants, okay. So you'll see emergence of which type of plant? You'll see emergence of vascular plants, okay, emerging. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So what is vascular plant? Okay, those plants which have specialized tissues, okay, for conducting water, for okay, what absorbing nutrient, okay, and etc. Those plants are referred as a specialized tissues. Okay, fine. So that's why you'll see with marine diversity increasing, what you are seeing with the marine diversity increasing, what you are seeing, jaw fishes coming, and also you'll see growth of amphibians. Amphibians means what? That, yes, okay, that can survive on land also, and that can survive on water also. Those are referred as what? Those are referred as the amphibians. So you see, okay, the life started moving from where to where? From nothing but okay, the ocean towards nothing but okay, land. Okay, with amphibians coming, like frog is what we call frog as what? Amphibians. Okay, why? It can survive in water also, it can survive in what? Land also. That is okay there, clear? So those organisms which can survive in water also can survive on the land also. You see, turtles can survive in water also, turtle can survive on land also. So those organisms are something that are appearing also. With marine diversity increasing means new form of nothing but okay, what? New form of organisms also, okay, coming in this particular period. Fine. So you'll see, okay, vascular plant emerging, stabilization of land have happened. Vascular plants are something that are emerging in which period? These are emerging in the Silurian period. Fine. Any doubt regarding this one? Now, what happening in Devonian period? You'll see emergence of forest. With more and more okay trees growing, what has happened? What has happened? Forest has nothing but okay emerged, and okay, what you'll see is okay, what you'll see nothing but okay, diversification of fishes. We'll see diversification of fishes, diversification of fishes, amphibians, 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 and also you'll see what? You'll see second mass extinction. So first mass extinction is happening when? For Ordovician, and then in Devonian you are finding what? Second mass extinctions are something that are happening. Okay, why mass extinction? Because of some changes on the earth. You'll see majority of organisms are dying, so that is why it is called as what? It is called as a mass extinction. So that is happening on the second phase, that is okay, called as a Devonian period. So you'll see emergence of whom? You'll see emergence of forest, you'll see diversification of whom? Fishes, you'll see amphibians growing, and also nothing but okay, mass extinction is something that is okay happening. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So this is going to happen till when? This is going to happen till 443 to 359 million years ago. Okay, 443 to 359 million years ago. Fine. From 359 to 299, it is called as a Carboniferous period, and up till 252 it is called as what? Permian period. Okay, so from 359 to 299 it is referred as which period? Carboniferous period. And from 299 to 252 it is referred as which type of period? Permian period. Clear? Now with forest developing, what is happening? With forest developing, what is happening? If forest will die off, plants will die off, what will happen? You see, for the first time, formation of coals. When dead and decay plants and etc. are something that are dying, okay, so what will happen? They undergoes heating, and you'll see formation of what? You'll see formation of coal happening in this period. That's why it is referred as which type of period? Carboniferous period. Clear? So you'll see in this particular period, Carboniferous period, what is happening? Coal formation started. Coal formation started. Creation of swamp. Swamp are being created. Clear? Creation of swamp. Swamp is what? Which region is called as a swamp? Muddy. Yes. Okay. Muddy region. Water and mud are mixing together. Okay. Then it is called as nothing but okay, swampy areas. That is okay there. So you'll see swamps are being created. You'll see nothing but okay, what? You'll see nothing but okay, the coal formation is something that is okay, started in this particular period. Fine. Fine. Clear? So that's why the best quality of the coal that is found on the earth is from okay, is of which period? Is of Carboniferous period. Okay, the best quality of coal that is found on the earth is from which period? Is from Carboniferous period. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So for the first time you'll see coal formation is something that is okay, starting on the earth. And coal formation, why it is starting? Because when forest and etc. are submerging, then what will happen? It will undergo high pressure, and dead and decay plant will convert into nothing but okay, coal. So this is how coal formation is starting, swampy region is something that is okay there. Clear? You will see life in the life, you'll see evolution of reptiles and insects. So you'll see growth of insects, growth of reptiles in this particular period, growth of insect and growth of reptiles in this particular period. Fine. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular thing? Last thing that you are finding is what? The last thing that you are finding is a Permian period. Okay. In the Permian period, you'll see, okay, you'll see the Pangea. You'll see what we call as a Pangea. Okay. So Pangea, single landmass. Remember, Pangea got broken down into what? Gondwana and Angara land. So lower part, okay, we discuss is what? Lower part is, so you see Pangea formation. You will see Pangea formation over here in this particular period. So Pangea formation is something that is okay happening, and you'll also see what? You'll also see diversification of reptiles. Diversification of who? Reptiles. And this is leading to another mass extinction. This is leading to another mass extinction. This is leading to another mass extinction happening in this particular phase. Okay, so with climate change, you will see another mass extinction happening in which, okay, part? Permian part. Fine. Fine. So this is how the evolution is happening. Life evolution is happening from when to where to where? From nothing but, okay, ocean to the land. Any doubt regarding this one? Now the breaking of Pangea is happening where? In the Triassic period. Okay, so breaking of Pangea. So remember, when Pangea broken down, it is divided into what? It is divided into what? Gondwana land and Laurasia, that is Angara land and Gondwana land. So breaking of Pangea is happening in which period? In the Triassic period. Clear? And you'll see, okay, the early dinosaur appearing in this period. Okay, so Triassic period, early dinosaur you are seeing appearing in this particular period. Fine. Fine. So you see early dinosaur, okay, appearing in this particular period. This particular reason, this Jurassic period is called as what? This Jurassic period is called as a dinosaur period. Early dinosaur appearing, and they are dominating. This dinosaur are dominating the earth in which period? In the Jurassic period. Okay, so this, okay, the dinosaurs are something that are dominating the earth in which period? It is in Jurassic period. Fine. So in Triassic period, you'll see early dinosaur appearing. Clear? So you see Pangea breaking up. Pangea breaking up creates what? Pangea breaking up creates something but, okay, the Laurasia and Gondwana land. Which sea is going to appear? Tethys Sea. Tethys is going to appear, and early dinosaur, okay, formation is something that is, okay, happening in this particular period. Fine. Any doubt regarding this one? So this period is, okay, what? From 250 to 201, it is called as a Triassic. From 201 to 145, it is called as a Jurassic. And from 145 to 66, it is called as a Cretaceous period. Okay, it is called as a Cretaceous period. Fine. From 252 to 201 till 201 to 145, from 145 to 66. Fine. Fine. Then in the Jurassic period, what is happening? Widening of oceans and sea. Widening of oceans and sea. This is something that is, okay, happening. You'll see dinosaur dominating this phase, and you'll see for the first time bird appearing. Birds are something that are appearing in Jurassic period. Okay, so dinosaur dominating in this phase, and what is appearing in this phase? Birds are something that are appearing, and with, okay, breaking, what is happening? Oceans are something that are widening, or sea, Tethys Sea, something that is, okay, widening in this period. Clear? Now in Cretaceous period, drifting of continents started. drifting of continents started in this particular period. Drifting of continent is something that is okay starting in this particular period, and this is after, at the end of Cretaceous we'll also see another mass extinction. So okay, you'll see meteorites coming and okay, what meteorites coming and hitting, so this is okay going to lead to another mass extinction. Fine. So who is getting extinct? Dinosaur. Okay, so you'll also see appearance of which type of plants over here? Flowering plants appear, dinosaur disappearing at the end of this period, dinosaur disappearing, and emergence of flowering plants. Okay, so flowering plants is something that is okay emerging, dinosaurs are what disappearing at the end of this period, and drifting of continent is something that is okay happening. Clear? So revise your okay continental drift theory criticism. What is the criticism we have discussed? That Wegener could not explain why drifting only started in which period? In the Mesozoic period. Remember, one of the criticism we discussed was that Wegener could not explain why drifting started in which period? In the Mesozoic period. Clear? Okay, because you see Pangea is breaking up in which one? In the Mesozoic period. Why before Mesozoic Pangea is not breaking up? Clear? So we discussed two forces. Wegener has given two forces, no? Which are the two forces? Pole flowing force and tidal force. But these, as we discussed, tidal force were what? Due to the sun and moon. Sun and moon were present even in Paleozoic period also, in this period also. So why breaking is not happening at this point of time? Because the forces were present also in this point of time. So why drifting only started in which period? Mesozoic period. This is not explained by whom? This is not explained by nothing but okay Wegener's, and that is okay one of the major criticism that we discussed with regard to Wegener's theory. That's why pole flowing forces and tidal forces were what? Discarded, and which theory came? Convectional current theory. So remember, Arthur Holmes proposed this theory, convectional current theory. So okay, the Arthur Holmes says that why drifting is happening, it is not because of pole flowing force and tidal forces, it is happening due to convectional current okay theory that is okay there. Clear? So that's just, you can associate your phenomena what we have discussed with regard to Wegener's in this particular part. Fine. Clear? Now from 66 to 23, involves Paleocene, Eocene and Oligocene period. Okay, so from 66 million years ago to 23, this is okay something that is okay involved, and up to 2 million years ago, or 2.5, you can 2.5 million years ago, you can see nothing but okay Miocene and Pliocene periods are something that are there. Miocene and Pliocene period are there. Clear? Fine. Now what is happening in this period till Paleocene, Eocene and Oligocene? You'll see creation of whom? You'll see creation of Himalayas in this one. Himalaya mountain formed, Himalayan mountain system formed in this particular period. Okay, so formation of Himalayas is happening in which period? Formation of Himalayas is happening in a tertiary. Okay, Himalayan mountain system are being formed, and with the okay what with the you know that when Himalayas are being formed, when Indian plate is colliding with which plate? Eurasian plate. Okay, when Indian plate is colliding with which plate? Eurasian plate. You'll see nothing but okay Himalayas are being formed. So this also lead to evolution of what? Modern continent system. Modern continent system evolved. What is modern continent system? 7 continent. Okay, so you'll see evolution of nothing but okay 7 continent in this particular system. Clear? Fine. Now this period marks the growth of mammals. Okay, diversification of mammal is happening. Diversification of mammals. One more thing, what is mammals? What is mammals? Those who are giving birth to young ones, okay, are referred as what? Referred as a mammals. Okay, like those who are not giving like eggs and etc. You know that birth can happen, like how the okay the birds and etc. they give eggs. From eggs what will come out? the life will come out. But you give birth to, human give birth to what? Young ones. Okay, they do not give birth to, okay, what, eggs and etc. So you, when you give birth to young ones, okay, those organisms are referred as what? Mammals. Okay, so elephant, you see, okay, what, you see tiger, lions, cows, all these are, okay, what, mammals, because they give birth to the young ones. Okay, that is okay there. So diversification of mammals is something that is, okay, happening in this particular period. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular thing? Now with the mountain formation, what is happening? With the mountain formation, what is happening? With the mountain formation, what is happening? You'll see, okay, more ice are going to be formed over what? More ice are going to be formed at the top of mountain. Himalayas are formed. Himalayas are of great height. So when Himalayas are of great height, what will happen? Snowfall will happen. With snowfall, what will happen? Glaciers are going to be formed. Okay. So this period, you'll see formation of whom? Formation of glaciers. Okay. You'll see formation of glaciers that are going to be there. With more Himalayas, okay, being formed, you'll see formation of whom? You'll see formation of glacier. Cooling ice will be there. Cooling ice will be there in this particular period. Clear? And then you see evolution of whom? Evolution of modern mammals. Okay. Then you see evolution of which type of, okay, mammal? Modern mammals. Okay. Like how we are seeing tiger and other mammals. Okay. Modern mammals are something that are evolving in this period. Okay. So from diversification, now you see modern mammals are something that are evolving. Fine. They are not called as a mammals. Okay. So they are not called as a, huh? No. Okay. They are, okay, classified as a non-mammals. Okay. Like mammals and non-mammals. Okay. That you have. Fine. Fine. So this is, okay, what you have to keep in mind with regard to modern mammals that are evolving. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? Now, in the case of quaternary period, that is quaternary period that we divided into what? Pleistocene. Here, so here you see, because of glacier formation, ice age is starting. Ice age, cooling is happening. Glaciation phase. Okay, we also call it as which phase? Glaciation phase. Okay, ice age, glaciation phase, cooling is something that is, okay, happening. Fine. Fine. And this, okay, also lead to what? This also lead to what? More glaciers means what? The glacier will come down. When glacier will come down, what will happen? Okay, we remember landform made by the glacier. Remember what are the landform made by the glacier we have discussed? Like moraines are formed. Okay, like you see what is formed. The bergschrund are formed. Remembers? Okay, we discuss all those. Okay, landform that are made through what? Made through the glaciers. So you'll see evolution of new landforms. We'll see evolution of what is happening. Modern landforms. You can also write modern landforms. Evolution of modern landforms. This is something that is, okay, happening in the case of Earth's evolution. Fine. Now with cooling, what will happen? When Earth will enters into cooling phase, what will happen? Another mass extinction. Yes. Okay. So another mass extinction is happening because many organisms cannot survive in this cold conditions. So mass extinction, another mass extinction is something that is, okay, happening in this particular period. Fine. Fine. And you'll see evolution of whom? You'll see evolution of humans. Humans are something that are evolving. And megafauna. Megafauna. Many organisms, many animal organisms are something that are evolving. That is, okay, referred as a megafauna. Clear? Humans evolving and megafauna evolving. So this is happening from 2.5 millions to present. Okay, this is, okay, happening from 2.5 million years to nothing but, okay, present. This is called as nothing but, okay, megafauna. Megafauna, mega means what? Okay, very large. Okay, and fauna means what? Animals. Okay, flora means plants, fauna means animals. Okay, so megafauna means many animals. Okay, many mammals. Okay, are something that are evolving in this period. Fine. So this is, okay, what you are finding with regard to what? This is what you are finding, how Earth has evolved over a period of time and how life has evolved over a period of time. Clear? Any doubt? So how many mass extinction you are seeing? One mass extinction, second mass extinction, third mass extinction. No, there is one. This here also one is happening. Second is, yes, yeah, Devonian. Third is okay, Permian. Fourth is okay, Cretaceous. And fifth is okay here. That is total of how many mass extinction is happening? 5 mass extinction are happening onto the earth surface. Clear? So first is okay, Ordovician period. Second mass extinction is happening in Devonian period. The third mass extinction is happening at the end of Permian period. Fourth mass extinction is happening at the end of Cretaceous period. And fifth mass extinction is happening at the Pleistocene period. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular part? So as we discussed, current is called as what? Eon, era, period, and which epoch? Holocene epoch. Clear? Now, currently we are seeing what? We are seeing nothing but okay, global warming. When we are seeing global warming, what is happening? We discuss organisms are getting extinct. We are trying to save whom? Like in environment, you'll be studying about what? You'll be studying about okay, tiger conservation movement, lion conservation movement. Okay, we are trying to save organisms now. Why we are trying to save organisms? Okay, because extinction is something that is okay happening. And why this extinction is happening? Due to deforestation, due to climate change. Okay, due to nothing but okay, what? Due to warming temperature. Okay, this is happening. Okay, clear? So that's why we categorize current phase as which phase? We categorize current phase as which phase? Sixth mass extinction phase. Holocene phase we are categorizing as which type of phase? Sixth mass extinction phase. Clear? So currently we are having what? We are having nothing but okay, sixth mass extinction that is okay happening. Why sixth mass extinction is happening? Because of nothing but okay, what? Because of nothing but okay, the climate change. And why this climate change is happening? It is because of humans okay, emitting lot amount of greenhouse gases emission, which is leading to what? Which is leading to the global warming. Clear? So the first 5 has happened because of natural reason. Mass extinction at first 5 mass extinction has happening because of which reason? Natural reason. The sixth mass extinction is happening because of which reason? Is the human region. Okay, the sixth mass extinction is happening because of which reason? Human region. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So that's why remember that okay, these particular period, remember these period, how things are evolving, how earth is evolving, how things are evolving. Clear? So if question, like you may get a question like this, like we'll discuss also, but you will get a question like this. Arrange the following Indian feature based on their geological evolution. Which is first created, which is last created?
So, Deccan Plate was created because
Not African plate, Indian plate.
some plate collided with the southern part. One Himalaya, second Deccan Plateau.
This is how it has been created. Okay, anyone else? Yeah, this is correct order. First Aravalli is being created, then what is being created? Deccan Plateau, and the third is what being created? Himalayas are being created. Okay, so we discuss Aravalli is which type of mountain? Old fold mountain. Okay, remember it has been eroded now, residual mountain. So first which has been created? Aravalli has been created. Then what is happening? We discuss when okay, modern continent is evolving. India is a part of which continent? Modern continental Asia. Okay, so you see modern continent is something that is okay evolving when? Okay, you'll see drifting of continent is happening. Modern continental system is something that is okay evolving over here. So when India is colliding with whom? India is colliding with nothing but okay, the okay Eurasian plate, then you see formation of Himalayas. But before that, which part is colliding? Which part of India is colliding with the Eurasian plate? Okay, this lower part is colliding. So lower part is what? Deccan Plateau has to be formed, then only what will happen? Lower part can go and collide with whom? Collide with the Eurasian plate to create the Himalaya. So okay, when Indian plate broken from where? Indian plate is broken from the Gondwana part, and remember we discussed it is moving over which island? It is moving over which island? When Indian plate is okay, when Indian southern part is okay breaking away from the Africa Gondwana land and moving towards okay Eurasian, it is moving to which island? Which island we have discussed? It is moving over which island when Deccan Plateau was formed? Remember two type of volcanism we have discussed. What are the two type of volcanism? Volcanism can happen either at the plate margin, or volcano can happen at what? At the interior of plate. When volcano happens at the interior of plate, it is called as which type of volcanism? Huh? When volcanoes are happening at the interior of plate, you forgot geomorphology itself. Huh? When volcanoes are happening at the interior of plate, which type of volcanic eruption? Okay, it is called as which type of volcanic eruption? So volcano can happen at the margin, that is at the end of the plate, and volcano can happen at what? Volcano can happen at the middle of the plate. When it is happening at the middle of plate, it is called as which one?
Conservative.
No. We have discussed hotspot volcanism. Remember the term hotspot volcanism? So when volcano happens at the middle of the plate, it is called as which type of volcanism? Hotspot volcanism. So when Indian southern part is moving over, which area the hotspot volcanism has happened? It is moving over Reunion Island. Remember, it is moving from the Reunion Island. When it is moving over Reunion Island, then what is happening? Hotspot volcanism is happening. And which is being formed? Deccan plateaus are something that are being formed. Clear? So what is happening? First, which is formed? Aravalli, then which is formed? Deccan plateau. And then, what will happen? Indian southern part is coming and colliding. So which is formed? Himalayas are being formed. So like this question can be asked in case of examination. Okay, you have to remember what? You have to remember nothing but, these phases, that is there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? And now we are going to take up rocks also. You'll see rocks, in which era rocks has been created. That is also divided based on nothing but, geological evolution only. Fine. So remember this. Yes.
Sir, so Indian plate was part of Gondwana land.
Yeah, Indian plate was part of Gondwana land. India has been broken from Africa. Clear?
Okay.
India has been broken from Africa. Clear?
So India was with Africa.
Yeah, India was attached to
And then
Africa.
it came
Yeah.
to Reunion Island.
Then it got separated. You see, this is Africa, no? This is Africa. This is where Madagascar is there. India is separated from where? From this region. Then what will happen? India is moving towards which plate? Eurasian plate. Then it is encountering which island over here? Reunion Island. Currently here Reunion Island is there, but this Indian plate is moving through this region, and this region is which region? Hotspot volcanism region. This region is which region? Hotspot volcanism region. So when India is passing through this region, then what is formed? Deccan plateaus are something that are formed due to volcanic eruption. What is formed? Deccan plateau is something that is being formed. Then Indian collided with which plate? Eurasian plate. So this is how the something that formation is happening. So remember this geological evolution. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular thing? 60th, can you answer? Yeah. Yeah, option D. Okay, so we discussed mankind over exploitation and misuse of resources. So we discussed six mass extinction is caused due to what? Humans. All five has caused due to what? Natural process. So here it is saying if you are practicing same kind of agriculture which is leading to extinction of organism, or meteorites comes and collide. So meteorite collision has happened during dinosaur. When dinosaur has disappeared, why they have disappeared? Because okay, meteorites has come and collided with whom? Earth. Okay, this has led to climate change because okay, suddenly sunlight not there, huge amount of dust and gases are there. Okay, in the atmosphere, this led to the disappearance of dinosaur around 65 million years ago. That mass extinction has happened, including those of nothing but okay dinosaur. That is okay happening. Large scale cultivation of genetically modified organism, no, it is this reason which is okay causing what? Causing which type of extinction? Sixth mass extinction. Clear? So current extinction as we discussed is due to global warming, and this global warming is due to what? This global warming is due to human creation. So that's why the current extinction is called as a sixth mass extinction. Clear? So remember, all these extinction could be asked in case of examination. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So first occurs in which period? Ordovician. Second occurs in which period? Devonian. The third occur in which period? Permian. The fourth occur in which period? Cretaceous. The fifth occur in Pleistocene. And the current era we discuss is a sixth mass extinction. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular part? So this is how the evolution of things has happened over a period of time. So next we are coming to the rocks. Next we are coming to the rock, or it is also referred as a rock system, because rocks we have discussed what? Rocks we have discussed how many types of rock we have discussed? Three types: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. Okay, then we further division we have discussed. So this is called as a rock system. This is called as a rock system, not called as a rocks. Why? Based on how the things has evolved, how the rocks on the earth has evolved, we call it as a what? We call it as a rock system. Clear? So primarily the rock system are something that are divided into four major types. They are divided into four major types. Archean type of rocks. Second is called as a Purana rocks. You write it rock system of India. You write it rock system of India. Purana rocks. Then Dravidian rocks, and then called as a Aryan rocks. So there are four major okay division of what? Division of nothing but okay rocks: Archean, Purana, Dravidian, and Aryans. So Archean is further divided into two types: Archean genesis ancest, and second is called as what? So Archean is further divided into Archean genesis ancest, and second is called as a Dharwar rock. This is called as a Purana is divided into Vindhyan rocks and Kadapa rocks. Okay, so Purana is further divided into nothing but okay two different type of rocks, which is referred as a Vindhyan rocks and okay Kadapa rocks. Fine. Fine. Then okay Dravidian rocks are there, and finally you have which type of rock? You have nothing but okay Aryan rocks. So Aryan rocks is further classified into 5 different types. This is further classified into 5 different types. So Gondwana system, Gondwana system, Jurassic system, Deccan Trap, Tertiary rocks, and Quaternary rocks. Fine. So these are okay. What? These are nothing but okay. 5 different type of what? 5 different type of nothing but okay rocks. Okay, that you are finding. Clear? Sorry, 5 different type of okay subdivision you are finding with regard to Aryan rocks. Fine. So Archean rocks, Purana rocks, Dravidian rocks, and Aryan rocks. Fine. Now this can be understood in this form that these two rocks, that is Archean and Purana, has been formed in Precambrian period. This is formed in Precambrian period, and these two has been formed in what? Phanerozoic. So current eon we discuss is which eon? Phanerozoic eon. Okay, so these rocks has been formed in which eon? Precambrian eon, and these two rocks has been formed in which eon? Phanerozoic eon. That is okay there. Clear? Fine. Now from Cambrian till Carboniferous period. From Cambrian to Carboniferous period, okay, the rocks that are being formed are called as which type of rock? Dravidian rocks. Okay, from Cambrian to Carboniferous period, the rocks that are being formed are called as what? Which type of rock? This is called as nothing but okay Dravidian rocks. Okay, and from okay what? From late Carboniferous till Permian, late Carboniferous or Permian to the present day, which rocks are being formed are called as which type of rock? Aryan rocks. Okay, so remember tertiary period, quaternary period. So you have tertiary rocks formed in tertiary period, quaternary rocks formed in which period? Quaternary period. Jurassic and Deccan Trap formed in which period? Mesozoic period. So from late Carboniferous, Permian till today's, what rocks are being formed are referred as what? What rocks are being formed are referred as the Aryan rocks. Fine. Fine. Then you have okay what? You have nothing but okay Archean type as well as nothing but okay Purana type of rocks. So from the formation of Earth, that is from 4.3 billion years ago till around 1.8 billion years ago, whatever rocks that has been formed is called as what? Is called as nothing but okay Archean rocks. Okay, so from 4.3 billion years ago to 1.8 billion years ago, whatever rocks that has been formed is called as what? Called as a Archean rocks. Okay, that is okay there. And after that, what is being formed is called as what? Purana rocks. Fine. So we have discussed okay what? We have discussed which period? If you go through this one. So you see from So from 4.6 billion to 2.5 billion, you are finding which type of okay you are finding which type of rock? Archean rocks are being formed. And from 2.5 billion to 541 million. Okay, so Archean rocks, why they are named as Archean rocks? Because they started, their formation started in which period? Archean period. So that's why they are called as a Archean rocks. So from this to this particular you'll see whatever being formed is called as nothing but Archean type of nothing but rocks. And from here to here, what is being formed up to 1.8, what is being formed, it is considered as Aryan. After that, it is considered as Archean. After 1.8, whatever is being formed is considered as which type of rock? Purana rock. So Purana rocks are generally formed in which period? Proterozoic. Purana rocks are generally formed in which period? Proterozoic. And we discussed from Cambrian till Carboniferous which rocks are being formed. These are formed Dravidian, and from here to here which rocks are being formed? Aryan. So these are the how rock system has nothing but evolved. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So remember, we discussed initially when Earth was formed, Earth was in which form? Earth was in molten magma. Earth was in which form? Earth was in molten magma form. And we discussed with cooling and solidification what has happened? Formation of what is taking place? Cratons are taking place. Cratons means solidification is something that is happening. Formation of craton are something that are taking place. Clear? So the first rock that has appeared, because initially Earth was in molten form, when this molten rock cools and solidifies, what is the first rock that is being formed on the Earth's surface? These are referred as what? These are referred as the Archean, Genesis and Cyst. These are referred as which type of rock? Archean, Genesis and Cyst rock. These are the first rock that has been formed onto what? First rock that has appeared onto the Earth's surface. Clear? The first rock that appeared onto the Earth's surface are referred as which type of rock? Archean, Genesis and Cyst rock. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular part? Now we discussed when magma cools and solidifies, what is being formed? Which type of rocks we have discussed? Igneous rock. Yes. So when magma cools and solidifies, which type of rocks are being formed? Igneous rocks. We discussed how sedimentary rocks are being formed through the erosion of igneous rocks, and how metamorphic rocks are being formed. Yeah, temperature and pressure differences. When temperature thermal temperature brings a change or pressure brings a change, then metamorphic rocks are being formed. So this is what we have studied. So the first rock that is being formed is igneous rock, igneous type of rock, because when magma cools and solidifies, what is going to be formed? Igneous rocks are going to be formed. But since then the Earth has been under what? Since then Earth is under what? Constant heating, constant cooling, temperature, pressure changes is happening, tectonic plate movement are happening. So what will happen? What will happen? This rock is going to currently exist in which form? These are going to exist currently in which form? Metamorphic form. So when this was formed, it was in which type? It was in igneous rock type. When cooling and solidification has happened, it was in which type? Igneous. But since then till now, what is happening? You see constant what? Pressure change, temperature change on the Earth, and as a result this rock is now existing in which form? This rock is now existing in which form? Metamorphic form. That is there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? Now no, when first phase we have written iron catastrophe. When iron catastrophe was there, Earth was in molten form. So Hadean period, Earth was in which form? Molten form. Then cooling started and crust started formation happening in which period? Archean period. So when solidification is happening, crust is forming, which rock is going to appear? Archean rocks are going to appear, and the first rock we discuss is called as what? Archean is further divided into two types. No, this rock is crust is going to be formed. And on the crust you will see appearance of which rock? This first rock, which is called as the Archean, Genesis and Cyst. The volcanic eruption is happening. When this magma cools and solidifies, they will form what? Rocks. So this rocks, the first rock that is called as a Archean, Genesis and Cyst. But this is currently existing in which form? Metamorphic form. This is currently existing in metamorphic form. That's why the term Genesis and Cyst. Clear? Genesis is a metamorphic rock of which? Granite. Granite is changing into what? Genesis. Granite changing into what? Genesis. And cyst is clay and shale are changing into what? Cyst. So you see, these are the metamorphic, Genesis and Cyst. That's why we have written is a Genesis and Cyst. Why? Because currently it is existing in which form? Metamorphic form. Originally when it was created, it was in which form? it was in granite or clay or shale form, but due to changes in what? Changes in nothing but okay, this earth, due to changes in what? Temperature and pressure, it is now changed into what? Granite changes into genesis, and clay and shale genesis changes into what? Schist form. That is okay there. Clear? So the first rock that you see formed onto the India, what first rock that you are finding onto the India is which type of rock? Archean rock. When it was created in Archean period, when cooling and solidification of magma has happened. Currently we discuss, okay, this rock is existing in which form? Metamorphic form. That is okay there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? Now, since it is formed due to, okay, the volcanic eruption, what is the importance? What is the, remember the characteristic of igneous rocks? What are the characteristic of igneous rocks? Rich in minerals. Yes, okay, very rich in minerals, because volcanic eruptions are going to bring out the minerals. Then
No, it's not possible.
yeah, though they do not have fossils, because okay, they are coming out from the interior of earth, so they do not contain any fossils. So that's why Archean genesis and schist rock will what? They are very extremely rich in what? Rich in minerals, and they are okay, what? They are unfossiliferous, do not contains what? Do not contain fossils. Okay, they are unfossiliferous in nature. They do not contain what? They do not contain fossils. Okay, that's why you don't find what? You don't find any coal, you don't find any petrol, oil, okay, in this particular type of nothing but okay, rocks. That is okay there, because the igneous rocks are what? Igneous rocks are unfossiliferous in nature, and from this igneous, okay, metamorphic rocks has been formed, so they will not contain any type of nothing but okay, fossils. Okay, clear? Any doubt regarding this one? Now when this rock is being eroded, when igneous rock, this is the first rock that is being formed, when it is being eroded, what is going to be formed? Which type of rock? When igneous rocks is eroded, which type of rocks is being formed? Sedimentary rocks. Okay, so what is happening is, when erosion of Archean genesis and schist is happening, which type of rocks is going to be there? Which type of rocks is being formed? Dharwar rocks are being formed. And Dharwar rocks are which type of rock? These are the first sedimentary rocks on the earth's surface. These are the first sedimentary rock that are formed onto the earth's surface. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? So Dharwar rock is which type of rock? These are the first sedimentary rock. Why these are okay named as a Dharwar rock? You know that, okay, first detected in Dharwar region. That's why it is named after what? Dharwar rocks. So Dharwar rocks is okay, first sedimentary rocks, okay, that you are seeing being formed on what? Being formed onto the earth's surface. Fine. Since Dharwar rock is formed from which rock? Archean genesis and schist. Dharwar rock is formed from Archean genesis and schist erosion. Archean genesis and schist were okay, extremely rich in what? Minerals. So even Dharwar rock is going to be rich in what? Minerals. Okay, so they are formed due to erosion of whom? Erosion of Archean genesis and schist. That's why Dharwar rocks in what? Dharwar rocks is very rich in what? Very rich in minerals. So one point that you can also add is Dharwar rock is first sedimentary rocks, and they are also rich in what? They are also rich in minerals. Okay, so you write these are very rich in minerals. But will they contain fossils?
Yes.
Will they contain fossils? Will they contain fossils? Why?
So no, they will not contain fossils because at that time
There was no life on the land. Yes. Okay, we discussed life on the land is coming when?
in the
Life on the land is coming when okay, you see okay, what's Ordovician or Silurian period. When you come to Ordovician, Silurian, then you see what? Life is coming onto the land. When life is not on the land, these rocks are found where? On the land, no? So when no life on the land, no fossils are going to be there. So even Dharwar rock do not have what? Dharwar rock do not have fossils. We generally, in sedimentary rocks, we have discussed what? Sedimentary rocks contain fossils. Okay, that is what we have discussed. Why? Because now if rocks are eroded, what will happen? They will form sedimentary rock and they will contain fossils. Okay, but when Dharwar rock was formed, life was not there on the land. Okay, when life was not there on the land, okay, what will happen? You don't see formation of whom? You didn't see formation of whom? Fossils. Okay, you don't see formation of fossils. So these are also very rich in what? These are also very rich in minerals, but they do not contain what? They do not contain fossils. That's why Karnataka you see is what? In Karnataka, where you see most of the Dharwar rocks, okay, that you are finding, you are seeing gold mines, copper mines, iron mines, okay, all these mines you are seeing in Karnataka. Why? Because rich in what? Rich in nothing but, okay, minerals, but you don't see, okay, what, coal mining, other mining in case of nothing but, okay, Karnataka. Why do you are not seeing? Because no fossils are going to be formed in which type of rock? Hardware rock. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So any doubt? So remember, the first rock that is formed onto the earth is what? Archean, Genesis and cyst. It is which type of rock? Igneous rock, but now changes into which form? Metamorphic form, that is okay there. The second rock that is formed onto the earth was Dharwad rock, which was formed due to erosion of whom? Erosion of Archean, Genesis and cyst rock. Dharwad rock is the first sedimentary rock to be appeared onto the earth's surface. Since it's derived from Archean rock, it is also very rich in what? Minerals, but it also do not contain fossils, because at that time no life was there on the land, okay, in Archean period, in Hadean period, and okay, the Proterozoic, we have written that life was under the water, it was not onto the land. When it was not onto the land, no fossils are going to be found. Clear? So that's why question might come, why Karnataka do not contain fossils? If this type of questions comes in, okay, what comes in mains examination, in the KPSC, KAS examination, you can get this type of questions, okay. So why it is not containing fossils? Because it is, okay, what, it is formed when life was not present on the land. It was formed in Dharwad rocks are formed in which period? It was formed after what? 1.8 billion. Till when? Till around 540 millions. Okay, we discuss Cambrian period, when it is starting. Cambrian and Ordovician period. 541. Yes. Okay. So after this 1.8 billion till what? Till nothing but, okay, we have written 2.5 to 1.8 billion. What is being formed? Dharwad rocks are being formed. And life on the land is coming when? Life on the land is coming somewhere around, okay, 450, 455. Okay, in that period you see life is appearing on the land. So it is formed much before nothing but, okay, the life that appears on the land, and that's why this do not contain any fossils. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So this is how, if you remember the evolution, why it is happening, you can predict and, okay, make the guess in the examination that this statement is right, this statement is wrong. At that time life was not evolved on the land, so no fossils is going to be there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular part? So this is all about, okay, what? Archean type of rocks. We discuss Archean type of rocks is formed when to when? From 0.3 billion years ago to 1.8 billion years ago. That is when Archean type of rock is being formed. They are divided into two types: Archean Genesis and cyst and Dharwad rock. Archean Genesis and cyst were the first igneous rock, and Dharwad rock were first sedimentary rock. That is okay there. Both do not contain what? Both do not contain fossils. So Archean rock do not contain fossils. Archean rock do not contain fossils. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular part? Yes.
Sir, so Archean rock was formed in 4.3 to 1.8 billion, both Archean and Dharwad.
Both Archean and
Then start from
1.8 billion. Okay. 1.8, not 541. A Cambrian, yes. Okay, so 1.8 to 541 you can write. Okay, but it is further divided into two parts, no? Vindhyan and Kadapa part. Okay, it is further divided into. So Vindhyan when it is formed, Kadapa when it is formed, we will take up that in tomorrow's class. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular part? So just remember, what we try to cover today is concept of tides, concept of what? Oceanic deposits. Then we have covered what? We have covered the concept of UNCLOS treaty. When UNCLOS treaty was signed? 1982. UNCLOS treaty was signed in 1982 and it came into force in 1994. Fine. And lastly we discussed, okay, which one? Lastly we discussed the concept of geological time scale, how earth has been formed, how life has evolved, and concept of rock system. Fine. Any doubt regarding this one? Thank you for today.